on that note, Bryson, I mean, I feel like you've been here a long time. You put up awesome numbers, big highlight plays, but maybe you've been a little under the radar. I mean, do you feel like this could be kind of your moment in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every year I just try to stack a year on top of a year, stack practice on top of a practice. I think I've had a pretty good year last year, but this year I'm just really looking forward to, getting in the room with the new tight end room and just putting a full year together. So.
Were you close to leaving? Did you think hard about it?
No, I'm a Carolina guy. I'm here to stay. Had some, I guess, decisions to make, and I mean, I decided Carolina born, Carolina bred. So.
Did you get feedback from the league? From the league, did you get feedback about some of the things that they would want, the league would want you to kind of enhance?
I mean, a little bit about weight, but I mean, with me being so new to football, starting playing football my junior year of high school, I still felt like I had so much to learn and so much to build on. So I felt like spending another year here with Coach Freddie was the best for me. So.
Bryson, what was the process for you getting back to 100%? Obviously, whenever you played in the spring, what was the process, kind of recovery?
Yeah, I mean, obviously had surgery around December before the bowl game, and I mean, ever since then has just been rehab. Rehabbing the knee, rehabbing everything around it, getting hydro works. We got some of the best physical trainers here, so really just getting in the rooms with them, using their plans. And I'm feeling that 100% now. So it's going well.
For sure, and then kind of in between, after that spring portion, and then going into training camp now, what were some of the things, I guess maybe football-wise, that you were kind of looking to enhance, looking to?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big thing after any knee surgery is your deceleration. So for me, it's just working deceleration. My top speed came pretty early, just with the injury I had. So deceleration was the big thing I had to work on.
Bryson, along those lines, how much pain did you have to play through last year? Because, like you talked to like Drake and some of those guys, it made it seem like you toughed it out through quite a bit.
Yeah, I think I can tell you guys this now. I think I actually tore it in the Campbell game. So kind of ever since then, just staying with Luke, staying with Elisa, and just trying to figure out a plan to get through the game, and we were able to do that. So it was good.
Was it meniscus or?
Yeah, lateral meniscus.
Lateral meniscus.
Yeah.
Had to hurt, right? Is what I mean.
I mean, a little bit, but I mean, once you have adrenaline and you have a job to do, you're not really thinking about that. So I got through it, and I'm happy I was able to do it. So
you weren't alone in that room getting banged up. I know John's had a massive hoof on his hand for the season.
John broke his hand the first game of the season, so he was dealing with that and some other injuries. So I feel like the whole tight end room was really just battling some stuff, but we got through it. We're a hard-working room, so we got a tough coach too.
So when you see guys battling through like that, you can't step back. You got to you got to do the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Me and John being leaders too. We want to set an example for the younger guys. Anytime they get a nagging injury, you want them to be out there, just to prove to themselves that they can do it. So that's always been big for us.
How much are you just appreciating this fall camp after everything you've been through the last 6 months?
For sure. I mean, I feel like I was just a freshman, and now I look back and I'm the old head. Me and John are the old heads here. So I think just trying to take in everything. Take in all the new relationships I can form, new relationships with players, coaches, everyone. So, I'm just trying to take it all in.
So go over that a little bit. How, I guess, different is this, training camp in comparison to ones in the past? Obviously, Drake May's not out there. You got some younger, guys. Just how different is this one?
Yeah. I would say it feels the same as every offseason, just because every offseason there's so many changes. There's so many, the coaching carousel, the transfer portal. So I feel like every year, the big thing is just, rebuilding those relationships and, with coaches and players. So.
Does it seem like you've been here a while, or does it seem like a blur?
It's definitely felt like a blur. I came later than all the other freshmen, so I guess I've been here for less time, but I guess it's been 3 years and it's flown like that, so it's been fun though. One of the best years of my life.
Sorry, I have to ask, but what have you seen from the quarterbacks here?
Yeah, I mean, every quarterback does their own thing great. I mean, here with Jacoby, he was battling out with Drake. Jake Johnson, he's had some SEC playing time. He's done some great things in the SEC, and Connor's proving himself every day here. So, I think we're gonna have a fun little battle for training camp. We'll see how it goes. So.
What do you think are the strengths of this offense, or what are the potential strengths that could be tapped into with this particular?
Yeah, I think obviously our running game. We have I was at a better offensive line this year, and Amarion's only getting better. You have the backups of Caleb Hood and Darwin Barlow. And, also, our play action game, our medium passing game, I think just as an offense, we're trying to be as balanced as we can be. Whether that be the deep pass, the run game. So, I think as tight ends, I think just us trying to figure out the best way that we can fit in that and kind of on every level. It's just what we have to figure out. So,
talking about fitting in, does it seem like you guys are running more heavier sets? It seemed like there was a lot of 2 tight end looks there yesterday. And how does that kind of impact your life?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have 2 or 3 tight ends that can play, really anywhere, we can come out in those sets and we can be in a 13 set and still run all of our spread personnel. So, I think it really just matches, or it really just works on matching up against the other team's personnel and, using our playmakers against them.
You guys lost 4 starters up front, and you just said you think you'd be better in the offensive line. In what way do you think you guys would be better?
I think just, even though we lost some guys, we kind of had a core that stayed together, a second or third year, I believe, of the same schemes. Just out there seeing it today, I feel like the offensive line is a lot more cohesive, really just working together a lot better. So that's a big thing I would say.
Bryson, in what ways do you kind of see the field or see the game, differently, after you've had some experience and your roles kind of increased over the years? In what ways do you kind of see the game different?
Yeah, I think the big thing that Coach Kitchens helped me with is, reading defenses on the fly, whether I'm pre-play, just kind of deciphering a coverage, or I'm already running my route, just kind of figuring out what the defense is doing and where the best spot for me to end up is. Has really helped me.
How's your basketball game? I saw you dunk, I think, on social media.
Yeah, I definitely miss it a little bit. Out there playing pickup sometimes, as much as I can to stay healthy. But basketball was definitely my first love. But definitely here with football now, so I'm loving it.
As you look back on the past few years here, you said it's been a blur. Obviously, you've spoken some about how you kind of had to fight your parents a little bit to just be able to play football. What do you think it is just about this sport specifically that's kept you coming back?
So there are 2 things. Growing up around it, going to the Super Bowl, kind of all those memories, just wanted to be able to do that for my family. And then personally, I just love the X's and O's. I have dreams of being a offensive coordinator when I'm older. So, just really just have a love for the game and the strategy and all that. So.
Do you think you will be a tight end at the NFL level, or will you have to play wide out just because you're kind of a rangy guy?
Yeah, I think the tight end position is changing so much. I think the NFL is going in a position of personnel. You just put your playmakers where you need them. I know I'm a little slender. I mean, I'm still 230, 235 and gaining weight. So, that's always something I've been working on. Working on inline blocking, so I can really, inline block with my hand in the dirt or go out wide and catch a fade ball for a touchdown. So I think that's been my biggest goal.
Yeah. And I guess along those lines, when you were saying earlier about Tar Heel born and Tar Heel bred or whatever, I know how it is in college football now. Did other college teams approach you this offseason about, trying to get you to transfer?
Yeah, not directly, but definitely, talking to my high school coach or whatever, but, none of that was entertaining, so.
Yeah. Does that surprise you? Was that surprising just to have to deal with that at all or hear about it?
I don't think so. Just whenever you look at, how many people are transferring each year, and, especially how many teams are in need of a, receiving tight end. So I wouldn't say it was too surprising, but, I never really gave it too much thought. So.
I also wanted to ask, obviously the guardian caps are somewhat new. I know Mac has mandated those, and some of that has to do with just research coming from the NFL level. How does that feel just running around with those? And
so I actually wore it my sophomore year, I believe, during practice. And, coming from a family who's big into CT and concussions and all that, I'm a big proponent for it if it helps concussions. So that's my big take on it.
J.J. Jones told me you are built like Gronk in college football 25, and you are incredible.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little wider. Yeah.
How do you feel about the representation?
88 overall, I can't be mad about it, so I'm good with it.
Have you thrown any touchdowns to yourself in the game?
Oh yeah, a bunch. I got all the badges. So.
Seems like Kenan Stadium's pretty realistic on this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they got the walkout, they got all that. So they got the bail against Duke. It's been fun to play. So.
What are you expecting out of this team this year? And is it a mystery in some ways? There's no Drake at quarterback, there's no Sam Howell.
Yeah, I think
I'm not trying to talk you into it, but what do you expect?
I think it's always kind of a mystery, kind of as you start training camp to kind of figure out the identity of your team. But the goal for us is always, championship, ACC championship, winning, everything we can. So I feel like if we're not so focused on championship, we just win every game, we'll look up and we're in a better position than we've ever been.
You guys go with Bryce?
Cool. Great stuff,
Thanks,
Bryce.
Thank you guys.